Hi everyone, welcome back to the Beauty Recommended YouTube channel. We're finally heading out of winter and into spring, so a lot of you have been asking about how to get that fresh, glowy spring skin. And it's really not as hard as you think. I've just got a few products here and I'm going to show you how I transform my kind of dull, sallow skin into something a bit brighter, glowy and radiant for spring. I'm going to start by using a really good moisturiser. This one is from Olay. It's their Total Effects 7-in-1. So this has 7 benefits in one. I really like this. I find this leaves really glowy skin kind of instantly and really adds a lot of hydration. I have quite dehydrated skin, so this is perfect for my type of skin. If you want even more glow to your skin, you can use an illuminating primer. I really like this one from Dior. It's their Glow Maximizer. I don't tend to put this all over. I tend to sort of focus it on the areas I want to highlight, so the tops of my cheekbones. And as you can see, it's a really pretty liquid highlight. So I just work that into the tops of my cheekbones and take a bit down my nose as well. That just adds a little bit more glow where you want it. Now for a glowy spring look, I'd recommend using quite a light foundation that has highlighting qualities in it. This is from Max Factor. It's their Skin Luminizer Foundation. I'm using shade 55 Beige. This has pearlized pigments in it, so it really kind of captures the light, but it's not at all sparkly or shimmery. It just has that really nice subtle glow and makes your skin look plump and fresh and perfect for spring. I'm just taking one pump and applying that all over, and then I like to use a buffing brush to make sure I really work it into the skin so you can't see the foundation sitting on top of the skin. This foundation hasn't got a matte finish, so it's perfect for spring because it has got that little bit of glow without making your skin look shiny at all. And now I'm going to go in with a concealer just to cover my dark circles and any sort of blemishes around my nose and on my chin. For this I'm going to use my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer because again I find this really hydrating and very easy to blend. It has a very natural finish. I'm just going to put a few dots under my eyes and a small amount on my chin, around my nose, down my nose and on any other blemishes. Then taking a small fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend that in. I really think the key to this look is to just blend a lot so you can't see any of the makeup on the skin. If you want a bit of extra coverage under your eye, instead of blending in circular motions, you can just tap it in and it gives that little bit more coverage. If you really suffer from dark circles, I'd recommend using a peachy toned concealer because that will cancel out any of the dark shades. Or you could just use a lighter concealer just to brighten up that under eye area like I've done. Now I've perfected my base. My skin is looking great, but it's all looking a little bit flat, and I really like to add a bit of bronzer at this stage. I think bronzer adds a bit of dimension to the skin and also gives a really nice kind of spring, slightly sun-kissed look. You can use bronzers two ways. You can contour with it, using it in your cheekbones, but what I like to do for a spring look is a bit more of a sun-kissed look. And how I do that is I take a big fluffy brush. This is the Soap & Glory Solar Powder, which I think is a really nice natural bronzer. And I like to take that across my cheekbones and across my nose and on my forehead, anywhere where the sun naturally hits your face. So the tops of your forehead, over your cheekbones lightly, slightly over the nose. That adds a nice amount of colour and just kind of lifts the whole look. For a pop of colour, I'm going to be using these new blushes from Max Factor. They are the Creme Puff blushes. I absolutely love these. They come in 6 shades and they're in this baked formula, so they're really glowy and highlighting. They're sort of like a hybrid between a blusher and a highlighter. There are so many nice shades to pick from. I think today I'm going to go for Lovely Pink because this is a spring look and this is a really pretty brightening pink. And as you can see, it's a baked formula. It's kind of swirly with all these pretty different pigments in there. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, take a small amount on there and just brush that onto the apples of my cheek, slightly working it up a bit like a highlighter as well. These have a gorgeous subtle shimmer to them that catch the light, so they really add that glow to the skin. You can see just where I'm placing the colour and it really just adds a little bit of pink for a really fresh look. In the spring, I always like to wear a lip gloss on my lips. I think a heavy matte lipstick is just too much. It's way more suitable for winter. This one is the Max Factor Colour Elixir, and these are really nice because they're very silky and have a really high shine to them as well. This is in a really pretty coral shade as well, which I think again is very brightening. It has a very easy doe foot applicator, and I'm just going to put a small amount on the lips. These lip glosses aren't at all sticky and they smell really good. That's the lip gloss done, and I really like the coral shade. Like I said, I think it's very brightening and it suits the whole spring look. So that's the look finished. As I said, it's a very natural, glowy, easy spring look. I think spring is all about that fresh, glowy skin. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Don't forget to keep sending in your beauty questions using the hashtag BeautyQs, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!